Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nashta Prayesh Vabhadreshu Nashta Prayesh Vabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Nashta Prayesh Vabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatu Tamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Nashta Prayesh Vabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatu Tamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. By regularly hearing the Bhagavatam and rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed, and loving service unto the glorious Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact.
Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Go.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naisthiki. Naisthiki. Nishtha. From Nishtha. Nishtha means firmly fixed up. Firmly fixed up. Adau Sadhya Tatu Sadhu Sangha Tato bhajana kriya atha anartha nivittisya tato nishtha. Srila Rupa Goswami has explained how one can be fixed up. Nishtha. This nishtha stage comes when one is freed from anartha. Adau Shraddha. Just like you all have come here out of Shraddha, some faith. Let us go to the Hare Krishna temple, see the Arati, or hear from the Swamis. This is the beginning, Shraddha. To create Shraddha, little faith, these centers are established. And one takes to faith, then he gradually advances. Adau Shraddha. And that Shraddha has been explained by Kaviraj Goswami. What is Shraddha? That Shraddha he has said, Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Sudhira Nishchaya. Shraddha means firm faith, Vishwas, Sudhira Nishcha, unflinching. What is that Sudhira Nishcha? Krishna bhakti koile sarva karma krita hoy. This is the beginning of Shraddha. Shraddha means, as in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam saranam bhaja. If one is agreeable to this condition, that Krishna bhakti koile, if he agrees, yes, if I surrender to Krishna, my all perfection of life is achieved. This is Shraddha. Not that Krishna is also good and this demigod is also good, you are also good, I am also good, you are also God, I am also God. There is no Shraddha. Just like a chaste woman cannot say that every man is good. She will say only my husband is good. That is chastity. If some woman says that any man is good, similarly, Shraddha means to become chaste, pure Krishna Bhakta. That is Shraddha. Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Sudhira Nishcha Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. But practically you can see these American and European boys, they began with Shraddha. I told them that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam. They accepted it. They did not present so many rascals that here is another God, here is another God, here is another God. No. Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma. They fixed up that way. That is their fortune. They had no hodgepodge idea. Therefore they are making progress. Adhu Shraddha. Then Sadhu Sangha. That Shraddha, that firm faith in Krishna can be more and more firm by Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha means who is Sadhu? A sadhu means a devotee. Sadhureva samantavya. Who is sadhu? Sadhu means does not mean that having a long beard and saffron colored dress. Sadhu means, Mahatma means who is pure devotee. That is the explanation in the Bhagavad Gita. Opite sudurachara bhajate mam anannabha sadhureva samantam. He is sadhu. Even he is sudurachara. Just like sometimes we find these American, European boys, from our angle of vision, they are deviating it. But Krishna confirms, even if he is deviating, still he is sadhu. Why? Bhajate mam anannabha. Because he does not accept me, Krishna. This is certificate given by Krishna. Sadhu Revasam. Sammak. I may be sadhu, but not complete. No, sammak bhavasita he is. He is complete sadhu. So what is the qualification? Na bhajate mam anannabha. The example you can see how they are making bhajan by the deity worship. You never find in Calcutta such nice deity worship. Bhajate mam anannabha. They do not know. All these boys and girls, they do not know anything but Krishna. This is qualification, sadhu. So we have to associate with such sadhus who has got unflinching faith in Krishna and fully engaged in Krishna's service. He is sadhu. Bhajate maam anandam. Mahatmanastu mang prartha daivi prakriti masrita. Bhajanti ananda manasa. That is Mahatma. We are after Mahatma. Who is Mahatma? Sa Mahatma Sudullava. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Sa Mahatma Sudullava. One who has accepted Krishna as everything. Such Mahatma is very rarely to be seen. Otherwise, so-called Mahatmas, they are loitering in the street. You are God, I am God, everyone is God. Not that kind of Mahatma. Mahatma means bhajanti, he worships me, Krishna. Krishna is bhajaniya and we are servant. One who is convinced on this platform, he is Mahatma, he is sadhu. So we have to associate with such sadhus. Sadhu sadhya tato sadhu sangha. Pure devotee of Krishna. They have no other desire. Anna vilasita sunnam. They have no other desire. Anna vilasita sunnam jnana karmadana abritam. Uncovered by the mental speculation or fruitive activities, karma kanda. Jnana karmad anabritam. Not covered. If you mix up karma with bhakti, if you mix up jnana with bhakti, or if you mix up yoga, it is contaminated. It is not pure. Pure devotional service is given by Rupa Goswami, Annavilasita sunnam. No desire for fruitive activities or philosophical speculation or yogic, mystic, yogic, magic. No. Simply how to satisfy Krishna. That is bhakti. Anukullena Krishnanu Anukullena. Anukullena means what is favorable, what Krishna desires. Just like Arjuna, he did not like to fight. He wanted to be a very nice, non-violent gentleman. But Krishna was inducing, you fight. Then later on, he agreed. Yes, karishe vachanam. This is anukullena. Krishna wants it. Doesn't matter whether it is violent or non-violent. Krishna wants it. I must. This is called anukullena. Not against the desire of Krishna, but in favor of Krishna. This is called anukul. Anukul seva. So, anukullena krishnanushilanam bhakti uttama. That is first class worth. Not that if I like it, then I shall do it. That is not anukul. That is pratikul. You like or not like, that doesn't matter. Krishna likes it, you must do it. There she is, anukullena Krishna. So, if we associate with sadhu, sadhu means, Mahatma means, who are fully engaged in Krishna's service. That is sadhu, that is Mahatma. Therefore it is recommended, adau sadhya tato sadhusam. And if you associate with sadhu, then bhajana kriya. If we, just like so many thousands of European, American, they have joined us on account of sadhu sangha. First of all, they come in the temple and here for some days, then all of a sudden he becomes seven-headed. We have to request. He takes a bead and beat back, although he is not initiated. Then after some days, he approaches, please get me initiated. The bhajana kriya, this is called bhajana kriya. So we initiate. Yes, now you are interested, we initiate. We give him Harinam, chant Hare Krishna. This is the first initiation. And chant 16 rounds and observe these rules and regulations. Then, when I see 6 months or 1 year, he is doing very nicely, then we accept him as my disciple. The second initiation. That this is bhajana kriya. Then he is admitted to worship the deity or to cook for the deity, so many things. Bhajana kriya. Adu shuddhya tatu sadhu sangha tato bhajana kriya atha anartha nimittisya. If there is bhajan, then he will be free from all anarthas. Anartha means unwanted things. Just like one man is smoking. You see, smoking is not essential for living. If you don't smoke, just like we don't smoke, that doesn't mean we are dying. It is an anartha. But anyone who has learned this smoking, he cannot stop it. Anartha. The result of bhajan will be substantiated when anartha nimittisya, he is no more interested with some unwanted things. We have practiced so many unwanted things. The first of all, illicit sex, making so-called lusty affairs without any married bondage. Illicit sex. This is anartha. Why? If you want sex, get yourself married according to Shastra. There is no hindrance. According to Vedic civilization, a girl must be married. But in every country I see, the female population is more than the male population. Then how every girl should be married? Therefore, in India, more than one wife was allowed. Now it is not allowed. That is the Vedic injunction. Kannada. The father must find out a husband for his daughter. There are many history. The Kulin Baum. Anartha, we should not create in the society anarthas, unwanted disturbances. The unwanted disturbance is illicit sex and meat eating. Meat eating, why one should eat meat? No animal food starve. Krishna has given so many nice things produced. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Annad bhavanti bhutani. Krishna never says, Mangsad bhavanti bhutani, Matsad bhavanti bhutani. Never says. Anna. Anna means food grain. Produce sufficient food grain. In the village side you go, hundreds and thousands of acres of land is lying vacant. Nobody is interested. Now they are interested in opening slaughterhouse. Kill the poor animals and eat. They don't produce food grain. The whole world is rascal now is going on. I have travelled over many countries, all over the world. In Africa, there are so much vacant land. In Australia, there is so much vacant land. But nobody is producing food grain. They have kept some cattle, these cows, they are automatically maintained, there is grass, and when they are fatty, take them and send to the slaughterhouse and eat. But the land is lying vacant. The land is lying vacant. Therefore, people are not following the rules and regulations given by God or by nature's own way. They have invented their own way of living condition. Therefore, they are suffering. Now you see in Calcutta or any other. Now it is a problem. Everywhere the problem will be food shortage and fuel shortage, power shortage. This is the prediction of many, many great scientists. Because people are committing so many sinful lives, they must starve. That is the punishment. That is the punishment. These sinful rascals must be punished. Tanaham disata kura kipami ajasra andajunisu. These godless persons, disata, envious of God. Why there should be God? Why Krishna shall be God? Envious. So these are dirty things. We began in this chapter that Sinnatang Sakatha Krishna Punna Savana Kirtana Riddantasta Abhadrani. Abhadrani, all dirty things, they are accumulated. So by hearing about Krishna, Nityanga Bhagavata Sevaya, Nityanga Bhagavata, you have to hear. Not that Bhagavad Saptaha. I don't find this Bhagavad Saptaha in anywhere in the Bhagavad. But they have invented some means for professional reading. In the Bhagavad it is not said Saptaha Bhagavata Sevaya. Why it is said Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya? You have to hear Bhagavatam daily, regularly. That is the injunction of Bhagavad. You have to hear from, not from the professional man, professional reciters. Bhagavad Saptaha, and then after one Saptaha you do your all nonsense things and he takes some money for livelihood, for maintaining his wife and children, so many umbrellas, so many suits, so many utensils, and sell in the market, get some money and maintain. This kind of Bhagavad Seva will not happen. Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order is Bhagavat Paragya Bhagavata Sthane. If you want to realize what is Bhagavat, then you must go and learn Srimad Bhagavatam from a person whose life is Bhagavatam. Not the professional Bhagavat reciters. So here it is said, and who will recite Bhagavatam daily unless he has dedicated his life for Bhagavan. This is Bhagavat. Grantha Bhagavat and this person Bhagavat. Bhagavat, Mahabhagavat. A person who is devotee is called Bhagavat. And the Grantha Bhagavad. So we have to serve both. We have to hear daily Srimad Bhagavatam from the realized person. Nityam Bhagavata Seva. The Guru, the devotee, they are Bhagavat. So we have to serve, we have to please them. That is also said in the Bhagavad Gita. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. If you want to learn the transcendental subject matter, then you must adopt three things. Tadvidhi, first of all, surrender. Find out that kind of person where you can surrender. If there is no surrender, it is not possible. So, The Vaishnava philosophy begins from surrender. Therefore Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. That is the order of Krishna. And what is the difference between Krishna and his representative? The representative says that you surrender to Krishna. He never says that you surrender to me, I have become Krishna. That is a nonsense, rascal. He will say the same thing. Therefore he is Krishna's representative. Krishna is personally asking that you surrender to me. And it is the duty of this bona fide spiritual master, Guru, to say to his disciple that you surrender to Krishna. He will never say that you surrender to me. I have become Krishna. Now I have realized soul, I have become Bhagavan. He is a rascal. So these are the process. Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Here it is also the same thing. The same thing is said in a different way. That is Shastra. Actually, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, what is Veda? There are 4 Vedas and 108 Upanishads, then Vedanta Sutra, then so many books. All of them are Vedas. And what is the purpose? Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vedam. You read all the Vedas, all the Puranas, Brahma Sutra, Ramayana, Mahabharata. What is the purpose? To understand Krishna. If you don't understand Krishna, then it is useless. Your so-called study of Vedas are useless. Samaya vahi kevalam. That is the confirmation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Dharma sanusthita pungsang vishakshena kathasu jat notpadayadarating jadi samaya vahi kevalam. You are spoiling your energy. You are dharma. A Brahmana is executing his Brahminical culture very nicely. It is very good. A Kshatriya is doing his duty very nicely. That's all right. A Vaishya is doing. But the test, whether he is perfect or not, or simply working for nothing, wasting his time. What is the test? That is also stated by Shuddha Goswami. Atapungvi dijasreshta varnasrama vibhagas shanusthitasya dharmasya samsiddhi hritozana. He must understand whether by executing his, it doesn't matter if you are Hindu or Muslim or this or that, your duty is by executing your religious principles, whether you are satisfying Krishna. That is one. Tasmin tishti jagat. So, Krishna personally says that you surrender to me. That is the only business. There is no other business. Simply to see that whether I am satisfying Krishna. So, that will be possible. Here it is said that nasta prayesu avadreshu. Not completely. There are so many dirty things within our heart. If at once it becomes all clear, then immediately we are liberated person. And that is not possible. Gradually. Go on hearing, Chinnatang Sakata Krishna. Gradually, all the dirty things will be cleansed. So, nasta prayesu, almost clean. Not purely, not completely clean. Even it is almost clean. Nasta prayesu avadreshu, how it is clean? Nityam bhagavata sevaya. You serve your spiritual master, the representative of Bhagavan, Bhagavat, and you hear Srimad Bhagavatam. These are the 2 kinds of Bhagavatam, and you do it. Nityanga bhagavata sevaya. Nasta prayesu, almost. Then what is that? Bhagavati uttama sloke, bhakti bhavati naisthiki. The result will be that you will be fixed in the devotional service. Uttama sloka. And Bhagavan's another name is Uttama Slok. Uttama Slok means selected prayers. Just like Brahmaji is offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chintamani prakara sadamasu kalpa vrikha lakha britesu surabhi ravipalayantam Lakshmi sahasrasata sambrama se bumanam govindam adipurusam tamang bhajami. There are so many prayers in the Shastras. So therefore his name is Uttama Slok. These prayers are composed by not ordinary rascal poet. They are composed by very, very stalwart, great personalities like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and others. Sutta Goswami, Sukadeva Goswami, Vyasdev. Therefore they are called Uttama Sloka. Selected poetry. That's what Bhagavan's another name is Uttama Sloka. He is offered prayers by the great personalities with selected composition of poetry and prayers. So, Bhagavati Uttama Sloke, if actually we follow these regulative principles, Nityanga Bhagavata Seva, then gradually our heart will be cleansed. Cheta Darpana Marjanam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. The process is to cleanse the dirty heart. Actually we are clean. Asangayam Purusha. We have no business to be contaminated with the material qualities. We do not contaminate. Just like we know in Bengali we say, tele jale mesha. You put oil in the water, it will never mix. Similarly, we are spirit souls. Aham Brahmasmi. We have nothing to do with this material world. But somehow or other I am in contact. So, simply I have to be contactless. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Cheta Darpana Marjanam. As soon as your heart is cleansed with all dirty things, then Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. Immediately you become out of this contamination. Bhava Mahadavagni. This contamination means we are in the blazing fire of this material world. Blazing fire. It has been blazing fire, Bhava Mahadavagni. Mahadavagni. Davagni means the fire in the forest. In the forest nobody goes to set fire, but it takes place. Just like we in India, we thought that by driving away the Britishers we shall be happy. Now, the Davagni show that that is not the medicine. Medicine is Bhavaushadhi. Medicine is Krishna consciousness. Not that simply changing from this ism to that ism, this political party to this. That is not, because everyone is imperfect. How they can give you perfect happiness? It is not possible. They are themselves andha. Andha means blind. So if you follow the blind man, how he will cross? That is not possible. Andha jathandhi rupuniyaman. Why they are andha? Nate vidu sartha gatengi Vishnu. They do not know the ultimate goal of life is to surrender to Krishna. They do not know. They are manufacturing their own ways of advancing. That will never be successful. They do not know. Nate vidu sartha gatengi Vishnu. Durashaya je bahirathmani. They are thinking by adjustment of this material world, we shall be happy. That is not possible. The Maya, the material energy will not allow you to become perfect unless and until you surrender to Krishna. That is her business. Therefore it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, Daivijesha gunamayi mama maya durattaya mamiva japrapadante maya metang. This is the way. So, in this verse, it is confirmed the same thing. In the Vedic literature, the same thing is spoken in a different way, in different circumstances. But the ultimate goal is how to know Krishna. Vedashta satvai aham eva ved. So, if we follow this principle, here's Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam means the words or the activities of Bhagavan. But the impersonalists, they think the ultimate goal, ultimate truth, absolute truth, is not a person. So there is no activity. If one is person, he has got activities. But if one is not person, void, just like a sky, the sky there is no activity. The only activity is the sky is covered with cloud and you cannot see the sun. That is the only activity. So that kind of activity is not required. Regular, varieties of activities. Therefore you have to hear about Krishna. You will hear about Krishna in so many varieties of activities. Bhagavad Gita, you hear in so many activities of Krishna. So we have to hear about it. And unless there are activities, what you will hear? Simply Brahma, 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 Nirakar. How long you will hear? And how long you will enjoy? That is, there is no enjoyment. Therefore, these Brahmavadi, the Nirakarvadi, although by austerities and penances they may rise up to the Brahma effulgence, still they will fall down. Because we are living entities, we want varieties of enjoyment. We are not satisfied in void, in zero. That is not possible. Therefore, Sinnatang Sakata Krishna. One has to hear about Krishna. Varieties of activity. Varieties of activities, not Nirakar, without any activity. No, that activity is different from material activities. Janma karma me dibbam. Therefore it is called dibbam. They are not ordinary activities. They are all transcendental, spiritual activities. The Mayavadi philosophers, they cannot understand. So, we have got enough matter for hearing about Krishna. Sinnatang Sakata Krishna. Punnasru. If we simply sit down and hear, we become pious. And as soon as we become pious, then we can understand what is Krishna, what is God. If we are involved, are implicated in sinful activities, there is no chance. Therefore, anartha nivittisya, by sadhu sangha, by association with the sadhus, bhaktas, and by bhajana kriya, we will be seen, a person will be seen that he is no more involved in unwanted things. He is simply interested in executing devotional service. Nityanga bhagavata sevaya, bhagavati uttama sloke bhakti bhavati naisthiti. When you are almost free from all this contamination, then we become fixed up in the devotional service. That is, Bhagavan said in the Bhagavad, Bhavo jnana tapasa puta. Puta. Puta means purified. So this bhakti process means to become purified. Purified. That is the Narad Pancharatra Sutra also says that sarvapadhi vinirmuktam tatparatena nirmuktam. Rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti ritual. Bhakti can be performed when you are purified. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam. Upadhi. These are the upadhi. I am American, I am Indian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am black, I am white. These are upadhi. This is the description of the skin, not for me. Aham brahmasmi. I do not belong to the skin. I do not belong, because I do not belong to the skin, then so many skin description. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I am not a Brahmin, I am not a Shudra, I am not a sannyasi, I am not a brahmachari, I am not a kshatriya, in this way, not. Then what you are? I am Gopi Bhattu Padakamaleo Daso Dasa. When you understand that I am eternal servant of Krishna, that is purification. That is purification. You accept it blindly or by the process of reading Shastra and Vedas, you have to come to the conclusion. Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Sa Mahatma. Then you become Mahatma and your life is one.